Hi everyone, welcome to Conscious Alley Midday Medi-Veggie. Thanks for joining us today. Here's our wonderful folks who are on with us, and they're all muted for some reason.
Hi, everyone.
It's a
Hello.
silent alley today.
There's a lot on our minds.
I
I
know.
I feel that way. I think others around me do as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a special program today prepared for our audience. It's going to be a fall harvest, Thanksgiving, and for those who don't celebrate Thanksgiving, that
Mm.
as well. And so how's everyone doing? I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while. Dr. Smita, you look beautiful today. Tell
Yes,
me
you
Thank
about,
you.
do.
yeah.
As always.
Thank you.
It's
You guys are
true.
so sweet. I get so excited about our Wednesdays. I can't say enough about how much I look forward to our
Oh,
time together.
that's so sweet. I feel the same way. This is just a great opportunity to really connect with all of you and our audience, and it's that time that really is valuable. And I look forward to it because it really puts me at ease and allows me to connect. And you bring so much to the table, so it's always fulfilling.
It's fun today because you're going to be leading the meditation. So I'm very
Oh my
excited about
God.
that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do my best. First time.
I'm excited because today I get to go under.
Yes, yes. And so, do you all have Thanksgiving planned with the family, with yourselves on Zoom? What are you all doing?
So what we are doing in my house is every day we are ordering a meal out.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
No, well, we are doing a mix. So we're doing a little bit of cooking, and then we are also ordering a little bit from some of our most loved vegan, vegetarian restaurants because we want to use this time to support all those local restaurants that have taken a big hit.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure anymore if they're actually taking a hit. Some of them are, I think, doing okay.
That's
Yeah.
good to hear.
I think when we do delivery, though, from my understanding with Grubhub and DoorDash, that they take a huge cut from the restaurant. So, and that in the restaurant business, your profit margin's pretty slim to begin with. So, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I go pick everything myself.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
we do. We rarely do delivery, like me, very, very rarely.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
but
great.
everybody has to put food on their table, so I get that too. That even the delivery people have to put food on their table. So,
Oh, totally. I think
right.
a whole industry got started, today. So, anyways, everyone's so quiet. It's just like I don't ever
I
remember us so quiet. This is
There's just a
nap
lot
time.
happening. I would love to share though. My brother messaged me this morning about his Thanksgiving idea. So for Thanksgiving on Friday, and we're going to play it by ear. We're doing some COVID tests to make sure it's safe first and waiting for tests to come back. But on Friday, Matthew and I are going to go to my parents who are just in the East Bay. And my brother and his girlfriend are also planning to be there if it works out. And he's got this adorable plan to create gnocchi and meatballs together because he's like, my girlfriend and I can like mix the meat and the dough beforehand, and you guys can come and wash your hands, and we can just form the gnocchi and
Oh, that's so
bake
nice.
this together. It'll be like the six of us around like the kitchen area, just making food together. And I was like, that is so that's so sweet of you to think of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Um,
Like the whole family activities doing something together. That's a great
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Gnocchi is not a traditional Thanksgiving meal, though. but it's why not, right? I mean, we make dumplings
know.
and egg rolls.
Yeah.
So
My mom actually, she wants to get a little fancy this year and make abalone. Like she wants to go for that like expensive Chinese
wow.
cuisine this year. So
So
I'm
this
pretty
portion
hyped.
is not Medi-Veggie. This portion is the conversation that's not
Yeah.
related to vegetarianism.
Yeah, sorry, just to clarify, we didn't shoot for vegetarian Thanksgiving at all.
Yeah. So, so Smita, for vegetarian Thanksgiving, like, is there a main, star that all the courses? Is there a main dish in your house?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. In Indian homes, we don't really have like a main dish. It is always a combination, and every dish is a star. And every dish is so different from every other dish. I mean, what we have for sides, the condiments and things, are really, they're not like mashed potatoes or whatever. But of course, after having spent so many years in the United States, that's what my kids want. They want mashed potatoes and they want, yams and things like that. But what's coming from outside today is a tofurkey type of preparation, which is gluten free, so I can have it.
Oh, wow.
And what I'm going to serve from home is a little bit of, although not today. Uh, I'm cooking tomorrow. Today I've taken completely off from cooking. So we ordered from a vegan Vietnamese place because that's our favorite cuisine, and they were doing this amazing Thanksgiving, thing. So we ordered that plus some Vietnamese food to go with it. So we're all set for today.
What about you, Matthew? You're an Italian family, right?
Not
No,
at all.
no. Okay,
No, no
so
Italian blood here.
wow. So where does your last name come from? I always assume that
That
because it's
is
Mosillo.
that is in. Hello, Mom. I'm right in the middle of a meeting. Okay, thank you.
That
Yeah,
was so cute.
I give up.
Moms are
Today's
so
show,
cute.
I
yes,
know,
today's
it's just
show is
crazy.
like.
Well, moms are always forgiven. They're so
Of
cute.
course, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So
Oh my gosh.
there's no actual Italian. So it gets interesting with my last name. The
Hi,
last name
Gigi.
on my father's side is Italian, and then it was modified, but there's no Italian blood in me. So, with that said, we are having sort of a traditional Thanksgiving. There were some changes last minute that I had found out about. So, the turkey and chicken that were planned for that day are going to be used for another day. And I went out last night and got some beef, and so we're going to be enjoying that on tomorrow.
We're all laughing because we're like, so much for Medi-Veggie.
Right. I mean, there's going to be
This is-
vegetables there,
this
asparagus,
is
mushrooms. My mom's like the cranberry remoulade. So yeah, it's going to be very intimate. Just a handful of us, my mom, dad, myself, and Esther. So yeah, but
Oh, so Esther is spending Thanksgiving with your family too? Or what? Esther, you're having 2 meals?
So is Matthew.
Yeah, you're making gnocchi, then eating at Matthew's, and then going back to do the dishes. And
Okay, actually, really cute thing is my brother, when he planned this Thanksgiving gathering for Friday, so it's 2 different days, he even told me when was a good time to wash dishes together. Like he thought this all out. It's really cute.
Does
I
he
love
have
that.
like a sheet, like a
Oh no, he's not me. He's not me.
Okay.
It's just
put a
like
star.
messages.
Put a star next to it. You earn a star. Well,
I think my
hi,
cousin just
Ritu.
joined.
Yeah, I think we should have your cousin on camera with us. I know she's in her car because she's going somewhere. So
going places, lady on the
going
move.
places. Yes.
Actually,
Hi.
Ritu,
Can you
hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you great.
Right.
Oops. Yeah.
I think we lost your video, Gigi.
But that's a nice picture of her. She's back.
So I just want to jump in really quick and just say thank you again to Ritu for being here right now, because last minute her family pulled together a socially distanced Thanksgiving gathering, and she is the queen behind the scenes who creates dishes for everyone. So it's one of those days where, you kind of got to be in two places at once. So thanks for joining Medi-Veggie.
Thank you for being here, Rita.
For inviting me.
Yeah, it's so great to see you, Gigi.
Aw.
Yeah.
So I know it's super last minute. Do you happen to have headphones by any chance? Because you kind of go in and out, and it could be because of street noise. But anyways, yeah, we're really happy. We've heard about Smita's cousin Ritu and her niece for a long time. And they're like superstars, They have a book published. They were on the Food Network. Is that right?
Yeah, a few things like that.
So right now we're chit-chatting until 12:15 when we officially start Medi-Veggie. So no more talk of meaty. Okay.
So can you guys hear me better now? I've got my headphones on, yeah?
Definitely, much better.
Yeah.
So last
good.
year at this time, I was in Dallas, and I mean, I cannot tell you how thankful I am that I just, went, because we had this whole big, family gathering, which is at this point, it just seems like a dream.
Totally. We had one of the biggest Thanksgiving get-togethers last year. And now just the opposite. We have the smallest Thanksgiving get together this year. It's just the folks in Dallas. That's it. So how is everyone else doing? You guys?
Good. I think we're all trying to figure out this whole Thanksgiving thing, and even today we're kind of scattered, and I think all of us are celebrating our own way.
Right.
But yeah, so Esther, with that, we're gonna let you take it away.
Thanks, Chami.
I just want to say, Gigi, if you remember, you gave me the scarf last year, so I just wanted to honor you.
How nice. How nice. Love
on
it.
that very nice note, I just want to say welcome to everyone to Medi-Veggie, our Thanksgiving edition. Before I go around introducing everyone, we thought it would be fit to acknowledge why, for some, Thanksgiving is a beautiful time to gather with our loved ones in whatever way we can this year, but not to celebrate any historic event per se. If you attended elementary school in the US, you probably heard about a really sweet first Thanksgiving where the Pilgrims and the Native Americans gathered together and shared their food and their crops, which is a sweet story to tell kids, but hardly representative of the truth that America was started on land that people took, and instead of coming to simply share, we gave them diseases and killed a lot of the indigenous population. And sadly, that is the truth that we learn about from US history after we get past the first, sweet little feast between different people. So we do want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving, because this is the time to be with your loved ones, but we also want to acknowledge why for some people it's not such a rosy holiday from the historic angle. But jumping back to Medi-Veggie, we also just want to say hello and welcome. My name is Esther. With me is Chami Crone, Matthew Mulcio, Dr. Smita Garg, and Ritu Krishna, who is the author of the cookbook Indian-ish. I will introduce her in just a little bit. Before we begin, we also just wanted to open with an opportunity to share some healing. On Monday, there was an incident in San Jose at Grace Baptist Church. They have a program that serves unhoused populations, giving them a place to stay and get food. And sadly, with that comes a lot of risk. There was a random attack that resulted in 2 deaths and serious injuries. And one of our own community members when Pham was one of those who was badly injured. We're very grateful that he is in stable condition, but in the meantime, there's been a GoFundMe organized to help him with hospital bills. So I would love to hand the mic to Smita to help us send some healing energy his way.
Thank you, Esther. I know when I've been following him all through this time during COVID, he's been doing a lot of work with the homeless population, and in a really beautiful, excited way. He's just been such a warrior. So I just want us to close our eyes for a few seconds and think of him and those who died in that random attack. And just let's send some love and healing to everybody who was hurt in that attack. So let's just close our eyes for a few seconds and just send them some love and healing. And may those who are hurt and recovering recover well, and may their traumas leave them sooner than later. May their struggles end. And then also the ones who passed away, let's send some healing to their families. We are thinking of them today. Okay.
Thank you so much, Smita, for that. Nguyen Pham is one of Chopsticks Alley's volunteer. And so we often also interview him because he's from the LGBTQ community. He speaks up for that community and shares lots of stories to help heal those who are experiencing trauma. So for him and for us, when we heard this about him, it really was very upsetting. So we're thankful and grateful that he's doing well. At least he's stable. So we're happy to hear that.
And thank you so much, Smita, for also just redirecting the energy towards peace and, you know, healing for those who suffer, not just physically, but like mentally. At this time, I am quite excited to introduce our special guest. We're going to place a little spotlight on her this moment. Ritu Krishna is the seasoned ex-IT executive who now is enjoying what she describes as a life of leisure, as she now has time to do all the things that she loves. She is the mother of 2 daughters, and she is the cookbook co-author of Indian-ish with her younger daughter, Priya Krishna. Ritu also enjoys movies, traveling, hiking, cooking, and she is a wine enthusiast who loves to seek out wine-growing regions as travel destinations. Ritu enjoyed a 2-year expat stint in Manila, Philippines, and loved getting to know the culture, the food, and the best of all the people there. She has been on the board of a South Asian film festival for 5 years and enjoys watching films in her role as the movie curator. Ritu is also an activist and a board member with Save Texas, and she enjoys getting involved with the DFW Film Festival community to educate and mobilize South Asian American voters in Texas. So Ritu, thank you very much for joining us today. And how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing as best as I can right now. I think that's how we're all feeling. We would love for you to share with us about the recipe that we're going to watch today, about your kadu dish.
So when Smita asked me to join this program, I was trying to think, this is Thanksgiving, what would be a good dish? And, you know, this pumpkin butternut squash dish is what came to mind. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And really, when I think back to this dish, this has been a favorite of my kids, whether it's Thanksgiving or not. And whoever I have shared this dish with, people have loved it. So I thought this would be a good one because squash and Thanksgiving go together. And it's a simple dish. You can learn what the basic way of making it is, but then you can always modify it and take some things out, add something else to it, and I guarantee that most everyone will enjoy it. It's a great side dish. It can go with a lot of different main dishes.
Thanks, Ritu. So here is the cookbook that
this is a kaddu recipe. Kaddu is butternut squash, and we are going to make butternut squash with tomatoes, ginger, green chilies, and a whole lot of spices. And I'm going to quickly tell you the spices that I will include. There is salt, there is fenugreek, there is turmeric, there is ground dry coriander, brown sugar, ginger strips, chilies, and a little bit of Asoefetida. If you don't have it, it's easy, it's fine. No need to fret, you can skip it.
So here I have butternut squash. You can always use acorn squash or any other kind of squash. And you start off by adding some oil, toasting the spices that I talked about. Order doesn't matter. You can put them in any way you like. I have a green chili in there. You can skip it if you have kids that you're feeding. This is definitely a kid-friendly dish minus the green chili. And the best thing to do is make this ahead of time. It's very good, the next day, or as a leftover. You can even we have tried using this dish, putting it on toast. It works great that way as well.
It looks so good, I have to tell you.
Yeah,
Yes, that looks amazing.
And it cooks really fast. But in the event that you have a butternut squash that is not very, it's very dry sometimes in certain seasons, it's very dry, then you can add a little bit of water. So this is the picture from the cookbook, I believe, right?
Yeah, we just want to clarify these are some of other dishes that she has created for her family during Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, that was the picture from our last Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
That's
shared some
sweet.
photos with them. That's
So
That's so great. I love it because I was like, wait a minute, what? That one dish became all those different dishes? I'll make it. No wonder everyone loves it.
Oh, it's great. It looks amazing though. I don't often see fenugreek in recipes, so that's always something exciting, and it just all the ingredients. It's something I want to make. It looks fantastic.
It's very easy, and like I said, Thanksgiving and squash go together, so it's perfect recipe to make for Thanksgiving. It goes well with turkey.
And actually, this dish, Gigi, this is a take from the traditional kaddu that we make, right?
That's right. That's right.
So that traditional kaddu is a big part of at least the part of India that we are from, a certain state in North India, Uttar Pradesh. It's cooked in this style, maybe with a little bit of a variation. This is a little bit of a variation of that, but it is a beloved dish. Like I have seen it being served in wedding feasts, or and I've seen my aunts, including Ritu's mom, relish it sitting next to her sisters. My mom.
Ritu, can you tell us about that last spice that you said, oh, if you want to get it or not? I didn't catch the name.
Yeah, so the last spice it's a bit of a controversial spice because it's It is called Asoefetida, and majority of Asoefetida in India comes from Afghanistan. It's only recently that Asoefetida is being grown. It's a sap of a tree, and it's very pungent spice, and it's very much compared to truffles. So people who love truffles and people who don't. And
Okay.
Asoefetida is one of those. And sometimes if you eat any Indian dish and you're not really sure what you taste, chances are it's Asoefetida. It's one of those spices
Wow.
that's kind of lurking in the background. You don't, you cannot put your finger on it, but the good taste that you taste is because of that.
Oh, wow.
I
It's
noticed.
that secret ingredient.
I noticed,
Yeah.
Ritu, when you said it's a controversial ingredient. I saw Matthew go like this. What?
I was like, ooh, this
Yeah.
is exciting.
Controversy, yes.
Yes.
But
But
I'll tell you, Asafoetida has a lot of medicinal properties also, and there's a
That's right.
reason why it is paired with certain dishes, which are gas producing.
Oh,
That's
great.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
It's an it's a great antidote to beans. So yeah. Yes.
Hey,
Oh my
that
gosh.
explains it.
Yeah, no wonder it's controversial.
So if you notice that in this dish, there are certain ingredients that my cousin put, like ginger, the fenugreek, asafoetida. These are all ingredients that are used to help with easy digestion.
Yeah. And I think, like Smita was saying, this is one of, so it's become a traditional dish for us for Thanksgiving because, squash and turkey and all that goes together. But it is also part of our traditional North Indian meal. It goes very well with a deep fried bread that we make in India called puri. And puri and kaddu, my kids were
My
eating
God.
that. Yeah, they were eating that since they were little. I mean, they may not eat anything else, but that combination is like a match made in heaven. And the two go together. And I put a little bit of brown sugar in this because squash is already sweet, but that just a little bit of brown sugar just brings out the sweetness, and a little bit of lime juice, that sweet, sour, little spicy, that with puri. You've died and gone to heaven when you eat that.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's such a beloved combination in our
Wow.
part of the
Yes.
world.
Classic.
That
It's a
combined with
classic.
the raita.
Yeah.
Marcos
Yeah.
is so funny. He's like, I will try this recipe, then I will sleep outside.
It's not that bad actually.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near garlic mouth. It's better than that.
That's
Yeah.
Well,
true.
thank you so much, Rito, for joining us today. I know you have to go off to a party,
Yes.
but very
Thank you.
socially responsible, right? It's in your
Yes,
circle.
I've got my mask.
Good
Yes.
for you. And thanks for
Thank
joining
you.
us today. We hope
Thank
you
you
come
for
back.
joining me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Thank
would
you,
love
Ritu.
to. I would love
Okay.
to. Thank you guys. You're doing great work. Thanks, Smita.
Oh,
Keep
thank you,
up the good
Gigi,
work.
for being
Yeah. Keep up
here.
the good
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
You
Thank
made
you.
my day by sharing this
Oh.
Thanksgiving, with me here today.
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful.
Family.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys all later. I will sign
Bye.
off now.
Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Happy
Love you, Gigi.
holidays to you all. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Give my love to everybody.
Wow.
Will do. Will do.
That's sweet.
Well, now at this time, we get to transition into the second half of our Medi-Veggie program. Usually, Dr. Garg is the one who leads our meditations. Today, we are changing it up a bit, and Matthew Molcio is going to lead this afternoon's meditation. So, Matthew, I'm going to go ahead, spotlight you so you can share with us about today's meditation.
Thank you, Esther. Being my first truly guided meditation, I thought I would center this around, we had agreed, gratitude, and I figured with the holiday season approaching and with everything that's going on in the world today. I think this is a perfect opportunity to cultivate um, more gratitude in our hearts and for everything that we have. And putting our focus on that is really the doorway to prosperity. Where we put our attention and is where we put our, or where we put our energy is where we put our attention. So I think it's really important to focus on gratitude now, especially with everything that's going on. So I made a little meditation for today. I hope you all enjoy it. We'll see how this goes. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off my video and we're going to ease into this meditation. Take a moment, find a comfortable seat. Take a moment to find a comfortable seat with your back in the upright position or in a chair if that's easier for you. When you find a comfortable seat, rest your hands on your thighs with your palms facing upwards to receive. Now softly close your eyes. Allow the muscles in your face to relax. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck. And allow your shoulders to loosen and draw down your back. Feel your seat grounded and supported by the earth. Let's begin with a gentle inhale through your nose while noting the coolness of the air on the tip of your nose. And feel it warming as it fills your belly. Feel that warm, revitalizing air filling up your lungs and your body with this powerful life force. Now slowly exhale through your mouth with a gentle sigh, releasing any tension you might be carrying in this moment. With each cleansing breath, in through your nose and out through your mouth, feel your body becoming more relaxed and grounded in this space. Take a moment to feel gratitude for your beautiful lungs and the way they give you life, enabling you to do all of the wonderful things you do. As you inhale, try to visualize the breath as a warm light gently moving through your body, nourishing each and every cell as it moves past it, and every organ before it makes its way out of your body, carrying with it and releasing any tension, fear, worry, or uneasiness within. Feel warmth, love, gratitude for your body and its ability to perform all of its amazing functions each and every day. These are miracles. As you breathe, feel that warm light filling up every part of you, from the top of your head, down your neck and your shoulders. Feel it moving down your back and your arms, all the way to your fingertips. And then your heart space, abdomen, and belly. Feel this beautiful warm light healing and soothing all the parts of you that you may be feeling tension or uneasiness or anxiety. As the warm light makes its way down your body, all the way to your fingertips and your toes. Now we're going to take a moment to transport you to your favorite place. A place that is special just to you. A place of deep peace, joy, comfort, and tranquility. Imagine yourself fully present in that space. What senses are activated? What do you smell? Are there sensations on your skin? What do you see? Take a moment to look around and be fully present to those feelings. Now imagine in this favorite place of yours a beautiful wood table with chairs all around it. On the table, you'll recognize all of your favorite dishes, veggies, and desserts. Fond memories of foods you enjoyed as a child and with loved ones fills your heart and your mind. Along with the connections, the laughter, the excitement, the warmth, all of that present. The smells are incredible and fill the entire space around you. In the distance, you start to notice shapes moving towards you. As they move closer, their faces become more clear. You start to recognize these people. You can feel the warmth of their smiles in your heart and filling all of the space around you. The energy they bring with them amplifies your own energy of joy and excitement. These are all the people that you love, people whom are dear to you, friends, family, and even pets, have all come together in this beautiful place to fill it with love and gratitude for each other and enjoy this bountiful meal sitting before you. People that you haven't seen in so long are here with you. Maybe those whom have passed, those who are in the present, and thoughts and feelings of people who weren't unable to make it are there with you. Feel your heart overflowing with abundance and gratitude for this incredible opportunity. This opportunity to connect with all of the people you love, and for all that you have been blessed with in this moment. Feel the gratitude in your heart swell and flow into all areas of your body. That is abundance. That is the doorway to even more prosperity. See if you can hold on to those feelings of joy and gratitude with you. That warmth, that joy, and gratitude fill every part of your being. As you continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, that loving energy opens your heart space to receive all that you desire, because it is yours. You carry it with you always. Take this moment to appreciate your entire being and everything in your life that has helped you become the person that you are today. All of the people which have positively impacted you, everyone along the way who has helped you, all of it has served a purpose to teach you and help you grow into the best version of you. These experiences and individuals continue to enrich your life and add depth. We are all connected. We are one. Let's take a few more deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose with the cleansing breath, filling your body, your heart, and your soul with love and gratitude. Pausing for a moment. Allow it to move through you. And slowly exhale. Now let's gently open your eyes and return back to the present moment with your heart filled with gratitude for all that you have.
Thank you so much, Matthew. I feel a lot of gratefulness and thankfulness, and it makes me smile. So I appreciate your meditation very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charlie.
It was really beautiful. It was really, really lovely.
Thank you, Smita. It means a lot. Your meditations are always so powerful for me, and you inspire me. So thank you for the kind words. It meant a lot because I was nervous.
We have a member
great.
who's on Zoom with us, Ann Toe, who said, thank you for the guided meditation, Matthew. That was lovely and very much needed. And
That's
Anne, you're welcome to join us on screen or sound if you like. We leave that invitation out there. It's up to you. Oh, there you are. Hi.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hide myself. I just wasn't sure how the Zoom was going to work. But that was really lovely, and I'm glad to see you guys. I saw you on got content, and you mentioned this, and I really wanted to jump on. So I'm glad.
Oh,
Thank you, Anne.
And I'm super starstruck about Ritu coming on here too. So that was a nice surprise. So thank you for that, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for
So
joining.
cool to have you. I just want to say, Anne was featured in the last issue, or in this most recent issue of Content 13.1 that we just had a pickup party for. So
Cool.
yeah,
Can you
super
tell
cool.
us about your art or what you do for our audience who don't know?
Oh yeah. So that's how I found out about you guys at the content pickup party, but I did hear about you guys before. But yeah, I'm a local graphic designer. I grew up here in San Jose, local, went to San Jose State and everything, and graduated from that design program. And San Jose just kind of has nurtured my journey in creatively, and just I love to be involved. So I love seeing that there's programs like this that I can just jump onto in midweek. I mean, it's really great. And I was expecting like hundreds of people to be here, so I hope I can just bring more people and tell people about things that you guys are doing too, to support these initiatives. And it's really great to be part of that connective world we have here in San Jose. So thank you for that spotlight.
Thank you for
sharing.
Yeah, for sharing. And we're looking forward to sharing your art too. So if you post things, just tag Chopsticks Alley and we'd be happy to share out. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
join
usually-
us every week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely. I already texted my friends like, "Oh my gosh, Priya's mom is on the Zoom," and I was like, "You gotta join us next week." So I already texted people in the beginning that about this. So this is great. It was my first time jumping on, so I'm glad I was able to join, and I would definitely tell other people too. It's so valuable during this time.
Do you know about Priya?
I do know, but I was a big Bon Appetit fan before everything kind of got a little crazy. But yeah, I knew about the cookbook too. So when I jumped on, I wasn't sure if it was just sharing her recipe, but to see her actually here, that was really amazing and so valuable. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, for saying all these kind words too. It's like always super exciting when we have people join us on Zoom. A lot of our audience members, they just watch through all our different streaming channels like Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, of course. Yeah. So yeah, and during this portion of the program, we officially ended our official program, but we hang out. So we hang out till whenever we want to. So you're welcome to hang out with us. So Matthew, tell us more about your preparation for this meditation and how does it feel? I mean, you did your first, official streaming one. How are you feeling about it?
It was, I tried to use the technique that Smeets used with allowing it to kind of come to me, but that wasn't the case. I needed to really just put in the work and just try to go off of what I was feeling. And gratitude was a perfect kind of topic that I could dive into because it's part of my morning ritual. I have my gratitude journal, one of many, and so it just felt really good to open up the heart space to all that we have. And it in some ways just kind of flowed as I went through the breathing and then incorporated some of the visuals and got to feel what that was like in the space. And then trying to, because when I get nervous, I read fast. So keeping my cadence slow so that I could ease people into this and kind of guide them rather than having them hold my hand and I'm sprinting down the path. So yeah. It was.
We couldn't tell you were speeding because sometimes in your own mind you think you're going fast, but it's not. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, thank you, Trami. When I wrote this out, I put lots of space so I could mentally.
You're have this long piece of paper.
It is. It's a long because I had to put this because I know myself when I start to read, I can get excited and because I've kind of rehearsed it in a way, so I just I focused on my breath. Actually, that's what kept me at a good pace. So yeah, thank you for the kind words. It's room to grow for me. I don't know what I'm doing, with a guided meditation.
It's all good.
I can
it's
sit
all
in
good.
it, but guiding it, yeah, that's a whole nother jam.
Yeah, it's all good. And the first time you do it, it can feel a little bit of like, and it can feel unnatural, like you're making it.
Yes.
But my guru says, make it till you fake it. I mean,
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it.
I love that. I like the reverse thing. I want to make it till I fake it. I'm that good.
Oh my God.
It's true. Thank you for the humor there.
Yeah, it's like a muscle, right? It's like
Yes.
you practice, and you did great, by the way. And we all go into that whole self-critical thing, right? Don't we? But you did great, and
Yeah,
I think we definitely want you to come back and do another one, right?
Yeah, and we want to create spaces in our world where we can just be and not have to worry about how am I doing here, guys? Can you
Yeah.
grade me? Like, come on,
Yep.
right?
That's it's
So-
interesting because in the back of my mind, Trami's voice was there, just saying it's gonna be good. Like it's gonna be good. You're gonna be.
Why is it Trami's voice?
Because I know the way that you are lighthearted about things, and then in Smita too, gave me some positive encouragement. So I felt the pressure because I wanted to do a really good job, and this is very important to me.
Yeah.
So, but then again, this is my first time, so thank you all for your
So I'll
grace.
tell you what happens to me sometimes when, after so many, weeks and at least 2 years of doing guided meditations, I'm at a point sometimes when I start falling into meditation when I'm doing my own meditation. So I have to watch out for that.
That's
You're like, where am I? What?
that is interesting because I started to pick up a little bit on that towards the end. I was feeling things. I was starting to get emotional.
Yeah, I could hear the emotion in your voice. I'm like, is he getting emotional right now? Yeah.
I was just thinking about this time and family and all that's going on in our personal lives and everything around us. So just being grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, the triggers they fire off. I don't even know when.
I think that
joyous.
The holidays too bring that, right?
Yeah.
It's been a weird week for me. I have my Chihuahua in my lap right now because Milo, he's having some he's been having these heart issues, but it's escalating and getting worse, and it's always at night. I'm like, dude, it's always at night so I haven't slept in days, and
you look great. I
thank
wouldn't
you.
know. Yeah.
Makeup. Fake it till you make it. No, make it till you fake it.
Till you fake it. That's our slogan.
Yes, make it till you fake
It's gonna be on the mothership. It's those like blinking lights or that's around it. It's like, fake it till you make it.
So, Anne, do you meditate often in your personal life?
I was up to like the beginning of the shutdown and everything. I really focused on that, and I was getting in a really good kind of routine every day doing, and it's hard for me to do long, so 15 minutes is actually really long for me. I was proud I could kind of sit through my mind, so thank you for that, Matthew.
Wow.
But usually I do like I try to hit 5 minutes at least, but then I noticed after like a month or two of quarantine, a lot of things were happening and I kind of fell off, so I really jumped at this opportunity to be able to do that with you guys too. But yeah, I have meditated before, and just trying to get that practice of kind of keeping through, whether it's the good or the bad, to kind of keep that in my routine as well.
That's really cool.
We love that we have new meditators.
Yeah,
join
I
us.
know, because that's one of our goals for doing this is to invite more people into that space
Yeah.
of inner calm and peace.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if the audience or if even y'all are aware, but Esther has a special gift for all of us today. So at the end of the show, she will have a performance. So she and I've been chatting. We're like, do we end now so we can? I'm one of these people. If I have a present, I want you to have it now. I can't wait. But you know, Esther's very humble, so she didn't even introduce herself at the very beginning. But Esther's a singer-songwriter amongst us, and she always writes the sweetest songs, and when she performs is always beautiful. And I think song music in itself is meditation, don't you think?
Totally. Yes. And actually, recently I was this past weekend in a online course with my guru, and the three things he talked about were that are really important for us, for the evolution of our soul, is having a practice that has to do with music, having a meditation practice, he said, and then having access to good knowledge. So
what is good knowledge?
Good knowledge is that deep. It's what connects you to who you are in your deepest levels, and then that connects you to rest of the universe and every other soul. So you begin to see the oneness in all. You begin to actually experience that oneness and that thing that we call divine love, which stays elusive as long as we stay too mired in the material world.
I like that. Yeah. And what does incorporating music, what does that mean?
So music, good music, calming, peaceful music can actually take you in that space. Like if you just close your eyes and listen, and the lyrics, if the lyrics are uplifting, they can actually help you reach that point of realization or self-realization where you feel the oneness with all that is.
You know, I must tell you, when my dog was having a hard time sleeping, I went on YouTube and found these help you sleep music.
Mm-hmm.
And it has that megahertz thing, Matthew, that you talk about.
Yes. Yeah.
And
432.
yeah. And so then I played it next to him, and he actually fell asleep and didn't have the symptoms anymore. So then I had to then I'm panicking. Then I'm like checking him every 10 minutes. Then each time I do that, I wake him up. I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm just making sure you're okay. But I think there's something to that. And they have a lot of these on YouTube, and it's for 4 hours.
And actually Spotify has them too. So you can, I have playlists that are frequency based, because that frequency is supposedly the frequency that nature, and so animals are very much connected to that. So
yes, and really that's cool. Why these are frequency based music meditation, or for sleeping, to help you sleep. I started with the meditation ones, and I'm like, nah, and then I just happened to find the sleeping ones. Yeah, so good. There's something to it, right?
There is. We feel things, and harmonics it's energy still. It's a vibration, and we're feeling that too. Sound vibration, light vibration. We're all feeling those things. Yeah. So, yeah, that's great.
And art too, I imagine, and that's a type of meditation when you do your art, right?
For sure. When I have a hard time kind of focusing with just my mind or sitting, I've definitely had sessions where, or maybe not even intentionally, when I'm just drawing. Sometimes even with music, I'm glad you guys brought up music, because I'll listen, especially if I'm having a creative block, then I'll listen and see if any shapes come when I'm listening, especially certain kinds of music. Like jazz is really one that pops up for me, where it's just a circle here, a line here, and then in the end you kind of have something, and I feel so much more relaxed. So it's definitely part of the process, especially when I feel stuck and feel like, meditation doesn't have to be just sitting there if it's really difficult that day to do so, and that there's these other means to do it as well.
Yeah, I saw a video where they did a study of sound and how it affects water. Have you guys seen this? So, I mean, we know about the molecules, and when you talk to things, that the molecules become more beautiful when they're feeling the love, if you will.
Mhm.
So they do the same thing with music and playing with water molecules, and they see how the water changes, the shape, and the molecules become prettier and more perfectly rounded shapes, if you will. So there's and so there are lots of studies. That's just one, but there are lots of studies saying how music is healing. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
Go ahead, Esther.
Okay, sorry. I have so many thoughts that have been sparked by this conversation. Definitely, I think that like art, when it's personal for us, is most certainly a meditation, because when it's personal, we want to keep that space sacred. So we're only going to give it either our best thoughts, like best ideas, or like the most honest truths, but wrapped as gracefully as we can. I feel like I see Anne nodding. I think that's how it is when we make art just for ourselves. That's definitely how like writing lyrics is for me. It's like I don't want negativity that is like just a complaint to go into my songs. I only want the meaning to come out. So I appreciate this conversation we're having. And I know that we've transitioned away from talking about the meditation, but I just wanted to say one thing I really appreciate about this meditation is how Matthew invited us to bring those who are no longer with us into our Thanksgiving table. To me, that's literally heaven. And one thing I do appreciate about American education, which I didn't really put such the best light on earlier, is that they do actually teach us. I remembered, like being told to always be thankful and to just start making a list of things I was thankful for if I was feeling down. And it's true that once we start giving thanks, like my mind doesn't just stop, I keep thinking of new things, of people, what they've said, what they've done. So that meditation, it was actually hard for me to focus because I kept wanting to think about all these other sprinkles of gratitude. Yeah. So those are my 2 cents. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you make a good point. I think when we think about things that we're thankful for, we start to smile, right? So if you're feeling miserable and thinking negative things, when you start to think about, being thankful, you can't help but feel better. That's how I do it. When sure, we all have worries. Sure, we all have negativity. But when we choose to get out of it, that's really a good method, is just to be thankful. Yeah.
I think that process too in the morning, which is a really powerful way to begin your day, because that is also a vibration. When we're in a state of receiving, we have received something that feels good. We are grateful for the things that we have. That is a receiving state. And if we can elevate ourselves, even starting our day that way, or when we're having these moments throughout the day, I try, and it's the most simplest of things, to give thanks. People, even inanimate objects, because they make life easier and more enjoyable. So it's cultivating more of that awareness and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think you set the tone for your day, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just thankful for my really nice hair today.
It looks great.
I chopped it off myself. So I'm like, wow, it's actually kind of even.
It looks like almost part of like your top, the way that it flows down. Yeah. Like Queen Amidala.
Yes. I'm like, and all I did was I tied it right here, and I just went boop, boop, the end. I didn't even do anything else. Whoa. Not even trim little hairs. Like, that's all I did.
Wow.
It's my COVID haircut.
You're an inspiration, Shami.
Right.
I've never cut my own hair.
Yep.
But
follow me for more hair tips.
Conscious Alley and Salon.
Yes.
I have some crazy hair cutting stories in my past, which I won't go into here.
I'd love to hear those.
I know. So I think with all this happiness and joy, we should play Esther's video. I really think that. So before we do that, because we're going to end with the video, I want to thank all of you for being here with us in this room, in the Zoom room, and also out there. We appreciate you, all of you, for supporting Chopsticks Alley and for donating to Chopsticks Alley so we can continue to do our show. And my goodness, despite COVID, we are receiving a lot of monetary support, and that says a lot to us. It means a lot. So thank you. Does anyone else have to say anything? Otherwise, we
Just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Let's just be grateful for everything that we have for each other. At least we have Zoom in these times that we can communicate with our loved ones. So for once, I'm thankful for technology.
Yes.
So, Anne, would you like to share?
Just a big thank you for everyone here for putting this on. That meditation was really wonderful, and I'm in a great mood for the rest of the day. So thank you for that. And happy holidays to everybody.
Thank you so much, Anne.
Yeah. Matthew?
Congratulations on content.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Matthew, any last words?
Yes, gratitude. Again, I don't think there can be enough of it really for each and every one of you who I get to share this space with, who lift me up, who teach me, who guide me, encourage me. And I learn a lot from you, and for all of our listeners and the supporters that we have from all areas. Wishing everybody a safe and happy and connected holiday.
Thank you. And Esther, would you like to say a few words before we play your video, or anything you want to share?
Yeah, I hope that this Thanksgiving, in addition to, finding connection, I hope that we all give ourselves a space to connect with ourselves and, have meditation, have relationship with ourselves and our truths. Thank you all for tuning in today.
Yes, so we'll say bye to everyone as we play the outro video, okay? Here we go. If I can get technology to work. Oh, I clicked the wrong button, so there you go. Hey, so much for that. So bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Hello. This is a song that I wrote during the height of quarantine for me when I was staying at my parents' house and hence under my parents' rules. This is called My Secret Blanket Fort. In my secret blanket fort, no one's breathing down my back. Only soft melodies and good memories and plenty of snacks in bed. In my secret blanket fort, I make friends with my brain even more. The books that I read travel time magically. You cannot delete this app. In my secret blanket fort, my lover can spend the night. After ice cream in bed, getting unbroken rest, there won't be a fight tonight. Though I'm grown, I'm suddenly small. Bird in flight, pulled back to her nest. And I give much thanks for my family. But freedom is where it's at. In my secret blanket fort, taking charge of the life I lead, making every mistake, I'll bend and not break. So watch as I bridge the gap. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.